we got our vegetables and fruits. Snacks. Weekly essentials. And these are my pantry staples. You gotta have some onions and potatoes and spinach every time, because I do a lot of Indian curries which require onions. I add spinach in sandwiches, burritos, smoothies, whatnot. I need my potatoes for let's say potato fry. We got our oranges, vitamin C, bananas for potassium, tomatoes because they add a fresh touch, mint, which I usually add in like biryanis, pulaus and stuff, apples, the old saying. I usually don't buy snacks that often, but I got these for half price, and those peanut vegan chocolate is really good, so I gotta have those. When I say weekly essentials, what I mean is I usually tend to buy these every week, but this packaged pesto is not something which I buy every week, because I usually make my own pesto or pasta sauce, but my blender is broken right now. Avocados for my smashed avocado on toast, in my sandwiches, burritos, as I said, make guacamole, eat with some chips or something of that sort. We got hummus. I usually add either vegan mayo or hummus depending on the dish or my preference for that day. Tofu is a must-have. I usually buy tofu like 2 to 3 packs. Not that I will eat all in 1 week, but if it is on a deal, and these tend to have at least 1 month of expiration date, so I usually keep these on hand. Bread, peanut butter on jelly, sandwiches, whatnot. Now we have our pantry staples. These are some things which I usually don't buy every week. I either buy them every 2 weeks or for a month, depending on that week or what I eat. We have rice. I usually buy the most cheapest rice possible, because basmati is kind of costly over here. If I go to an Indian store, I usually buy those, but it's kind of far from where I live, so Australian medium grain rice. Spaghetti, I love spaghetti. I can eat spaghetti every day for every meal. These are a splurge, I would say, because I like almonds, but I don't like whole almonds in my oats. So these are like flaked almonds, which I usually add as a topping, which I love. Flax meal is an essential. It's a replacement of egg in baking recipes. You can add to your smoothies for that creaminess and thick consistency. You can add on your salads. You can add on your oats. You can't go wrong with flaxseed meal. Vegan aioli or vegan mayo, whatever I find, whichever is cheaper. I wouldn't say this is healthy, but you gotta have some flavor, right? Vegetable protein, basically soya keema. I love this. I make keema curry, keema parota, or in biryanis and stuff. So I love this. You can also add it in your pasta like a bolognese sauce. Peanut butter, it's a must. You can add it on absolutely anything, and I usually go for the cheaper ones, but I don't know, for some reason they're not healthy because they have hydrogenated oils in them, but also the consistency, I don't find it that good, so I go for natural peanut butter, and crunchy for sure. We need that texture. We have canned tomatoes and coconut milk. These could last you years, so you can always stock them. They're pretty cheap. They're usually like 95 cents, $1. You can add to your Indian curries or make pasta sauce. And coconut milk is something I usually add to my tofu scramble and also for my chickpea curry. It's really good and they're dead cheap. Something which I didn't buy today is canned kidney beans and canned chickpeas or canned black beans. I already have them, so yeah. Oats. I can't stress this enough. If you're not having oats at least once a day, I don't know what you're eating, because oats is like the most healthiest thing ever. It has great amount of fiber, protein, carbohydrate source. This is the cheapest one I could find, and for some reason this looks the most costliest packaging ever. You gotta have some oats, man. You gotta have some oats. You can add to your smoothies, you can make smoothie bowls, you can make oatmeal, overnight oats, you can make pancakes, masala oats for all my Indian fans. Yeah. So, this is the grocery haul. You can see this and you can say that it's really expensive, but you gotta remember some things like these pantry staples. I usually buy them like 2 weeks, like after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and these are the most costliest stuff as well because they last you longer. So, and I also didn't buy like some of my favorite vegetables like cauliflower or broccoli because they are not on a good deal, so I will buy them like any other day of this week again. I would say my weekly bill usually is around $60 to $80 depending on what snacks I get and depending on the deals. Oh wait, I forgot soy milk. Like soy milk, you gotta have soy milk. I wish I have my own blender and the time to make my own soy milk, because this is something I have regularly. So yeah, it'll be better if I could make it more cheaper, but it's like $1 or 95 cents. Or yeah, $1.15. If you see one thing, I buy all the Coles stuff, Coles, because they are the cheaper ones, because after all it's Coles. So if I go to Woolies, I'll buy the Woolies stuff because compared to other brands, these tend to be much cheaper and usually on offers. So this was my grocery haul, and this actually lasts more than a week because I'm not an animal. I don't eat all these in a week. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty good week with all good meals, with all the micronutrients, macronutrients, tasty stuff. So I'm eagerly waiting to make some good food. And also a great reminder is to have a checklist. You have to, what I usually do is I'll write down what meals I want to have this week, and based on that I'll write what are the things that are required, and I usually add them to a checklist and go to the market, the supermarket, and I'll try to buy only those things. Obviously you'll find good stuff like snacks and everything, and you have to buy those. I think it's an impulse buy, but try to stick to your budget and try to stick to your staples, what are required. And I also tend to not eat anything outside. Like probably in the last month I had like 2 times takeaway because Uber Eats, Deliveroo have a lot of service charge. So yeah, but if it is in the university, like some Indian chickpea rice or some burrito from Zambiro's, I'll tend to buy those. But I would say I don't eat much outside because I love my cooking and I know I'm gonna make these healthy. So I'll tend to spend about $60 to $80 or $90 on food based on like the fresh produce. I might buy kiwis, I might buy peaches, I might buy green apples. I know I'm gonna make them really tasty, so I'll try to spend my money on food because health is wealth and you gotta have some good food, and at the same time try to cut back on your expenses by seeing which foods are much cheaper or off that day or on half price. There's always one brand in Coles or Woolies that will have a cheaper price on their product, and I'll try to go grab that one because at the end of the day, quality is important, and I think according to the Australian standards, everything is pretty much same, like pretty much good because they have all their health rankings and stuff. So yeah, get the cheaper ones, try to minimize on your takeaways, make good nutritional food, Be healthy, stay healthy, be kind to planet Earth. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe.